Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a crazy ride.
We've been looking into the parking lot situation lately, and here's what we found out.
We've increased the size. We built a new parking lot out here, and we've also got a new teacher's parking lot that's come with a new addition. One is they're not a very good driver, and number two is they think if they park on two spots, then somebody won't park close enough to open the door into their car.
I think it's not good. You shouldn't have to pay for a parking lot spot.
Might as well start charging us for every step, right, Fonzo?
Yes, I think it's fair because they might not have $25 to give, and how else are they gonna get to school? What if they miss the bus? All they have is their mom's car or something. You're gonna hold $20 against them and say you can't come to school, you can't park here because you don't have the $20.
Whenever mine's taken, I mean, I do happen to have a reserve spot, but sometimes people take it whenever I'm gone to Rome State because they can't get it through their mind that it's taken and reserved, even though it's not painted.
The parking lot is a very complicated place to be. I hope this news report has informed you of the situation. Now back to you, OHS News Magazine.
My name's Connor, this is Isabella, and we're going to talk about chorus. So what do you think about chorus?
So I love chorus. I love singing. My brother's actually part of the men's choir at Lenore City, and they did a phenomenal job at their choir concert, and I can't wait for the Loudon choir concert that's coming up.
That's it, folks.
And Blair.
What inspired you to start teaching chorus and theater?
I had a great theater teacher when I was in high school who made us all feel great about who we were and what we were doing, and so she's kind of been my inspiration for over 30 years.
Is music a good career to choose, and why?
I think it's a good career, number one, if you enjoy music, and number two, if you have that ability. I think it's great. There are a lot of job opportunities for musicians besides just performing. So I do. I think it's a great field to go into.
How long have you taught music, chorus, and theater?
I have been teaching for over 30 years, for about 34 years, and 31 of those have been in music and theater.
What are your plans for ensemble this year?
Plans for ensemble. Ensemble is probably going to be just comprised of girls this year, and I'm looking at some really fun and challenging music for them that I think they're going to enjoy.
Thank you, Miss Inman and Blair. Back to you guys.
This team seems like a family. It's more than a family, to be honest. We've been together for over 14 years. The majority of us, we've known each other since before school, since before anything. We just have that chemistry, we have that bond. Johnny, can you tell me how the soccer season developed?
No, it all started with conditioning. All the screams coach would make.
So there were a lot of expectations for the Loudon soccer team. Did you guys live up to that?
Yes, we did.
What are your personal goals for the season?
Taking the freshmen and all the new people to state, making them have an experience they'll never forget.
All right, I'm here with my boy Hossie, Jahazio Vasquez to be exact. What's your name, son? How do you spell it?
HOSS.
Haas the boss. All right. We just had a question. Soccer season's coming up. What do you play for? Who do you play for? Can you give us a little insight on the team?
All right, so I'll play for Loudon High School, Los Indios. Back-to-back district, back-to-back regional. And, the team's going to be, I think it's going to be a solid team. We're going to make it to state. Win it for sure. That's the goal. And, make history.
All right, Juan, who do you play for, son?
I play for my family. We come from poverty, and I'm just trying to get up there and get known. Small town, big dreams, state bound for sure.
Homie?
We all know how we want to look and what we want to do tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So right now we're just fine tuning. Tomorrow's going to be the big day. I know, they're out of our district. We can say, it's not really the rivalry, but I think in your guys' heart it is, right? You guys want to win that game. So come tomorrow, are we going to be prepared?
Yes, sir.
To Delaney Ingram and Mr. McIntosh.
I was principal in 2006. I started as principal at Sneaky Elementary School, and I was principal there for 6 years, and then moved to Eaton Elementary School here in Loudon County as well, and I was principal there for 2 years before moving to Central Office. It's a lot different. It's a whole lot different. Elementary schools are challenging. They're challenging with students a lot of students that have never been to school before. So you try to get students acquainted with school. You're teaching basic skills in school, and there's a lot of accountability and there's a lot of family engagement. But it's a whole lot different than high school because high school has so many different facets to it. We have done lots of things, and I'm not going to take credit for all of it. We've done so many things aesthetically, and that really began with Mr. Martin. When I walked in the first time as principal, kind of walked the building. He and I walked the building, and I had already heard from some of our staff members that they were pretty passionate about cleaning some things up, and really the biggest thing was to make the older part of the school come up to the standard that the new part of the school was. And obviously we can't make it all look brand new like the new part is, but really putting a new coat of paint on the walls, and just doing small things that make a big difference. Really, it'll be continuation of things that the people before me have already done and that our staff continues to do on a daily basis. And really it starts with our kind of our district motto this year of just good vibes. Being nice, being seen, being nice, having our kids being nice to each other, our staff being respectful of each other and of the kids, and vice versa, the kids with the staff. We also want to continue having this school be a hub for our community. We want to reach out into the community. We want the community to feel free to reach out to us with things that they need, with things that they want from us, and then vice versa.
Thank you, Delaney and Mr. McIntosh. Now back to you guys.
Hi, I'm Isabella Correa, and today we're going to be talking about the cheerleaders and the hard work they put in this season. What's your favorite part about football season?
All of it, honestly, but probably my favorite part would be walking around the track with the band and just the whole feeling of football season and being outside and the band, and I just love football. It's an indescribable feeling. As captain, I just have to make sure everything's ready for game day. All of our routines are prepared, everybody knows what they're doing, and the run-through's made, and just everything is perfectly in order. LLIS.
Many people don't realize the determination the cheer team puts in. Can you tell us more about these girls' hard work?
Well, we cheer at every basketball game and every football game, whether we're winning or losing, and not only that is that we look the part and we just want to represent the school well.
Your biggest goals in cheer?
My biggest goal in cheer would probably be by senior year to be captain of the cheerleading team, because I feel like that's a big deal and I just want to be in, I just want to have that role. Yeah!
Correa with LHS News Magazine. Back to the studio.
Now with Katie Johnson with Mitzcalais.
We usually start brainstorming in the spring once the book is finished, and we try to think about what's going on in the school, what's important to us, what's happening. So this year, with the book being published in 2020, the students wanted to do maybe a throwback theme like 1920s, Gatsby. We kicked that around a lot. And we settled on the theme of timeless. So we're going to use a little bit of a throwback Art Deco Gatsby theme without just being the Great Gatsby. I think last year's book, Your Story, was the best, the most cohesive we've done in the past few years. We did a really good job of tying in fonts and colors and design. They worked really hard on it, and I think the book looks really, really great. We do a 5-week process on each individual spread, which is actually 2 pages. So when you open the book, you see a 2-page spread. Week 1 is brainstorming, talking with our editors, Colton and Jillian, and thinking of ideas, looking at what the actual layout's going to be. Week 2 is when you go and do your interviews, make sure you have your pictures. Then you start putting things on the page. By week 4, you should be able to be editing. Hopefully you've gotten all the coverage and pictures you need. And then week 5 is when we look at it and see if it's ready to be published. Our goal is by the end of fall break to have most of the fall sports done, with the exception of postseason stuff that hopefully will happen. This is my 5th year as yearbook advisor, and I learn something new every year. I still don't feel like I've got it all figured out. It's definitely a learning process. I think when those books come in April and we open the box for the first time and get to see the cover and get to see everything actually printed out, it's just a great feeling. It's a lot of work to do the yearbook, and seeing the finished product just makes it feel worthwhile.
Thank you, Katie and Miss Calais. Now back to you guys.
Hey, where'd you get that?
You can order these at balfour.com.
Hey guys, it's Josie from LHS News Magazine, and I'm here today to tell you some things about ROTC that you may not know.
I feel like they help out with the community, a lot of community service, or like get them prepared for like they want to do their profession like in the Army or something like that, like Navy or anything. So just leadership and stuff like that. I feel like they practice a lot of their drills and routines and help out with the community as much as they can.
That the ROTC program is not designed to put you in the military, but rather give you a good foundation of what the military does and what citizens are expected to do, their duties. The benefits that you'll receive in this program is you not only are a follower to those that are above you, but you learn the leadership skills that will make you successful no matter whether you join the military or not. I believe that kids become more disciplined, respectful, and can learn to lead their peers, because this is a program that we don't only look at what you do in class, but your performance overall in the school.
I've been in ROTC here for now, this is my 3rd year in the unit. I'm the commanding officer, head cadet in the program. Probably the biggest misconception is the kids just don't always want to wear the uniform nor work for what they want.
It's okay.
I think the main reason people don't join is either that they don't feel committed enough to do some of the things we have in our unit, or they just don't know enough about the unit itself. I think the most beneficial aspects are the people you can meet and friends you can gain through ROTC, and that you can, if you stay in the unit long enough, you can get pay raise in the actual service if you choose to go in there.
And this is Josie from LHS News Magazine. Thanks for watching, and back to the studio.